everyone. Welcome to my life. Good afternoon, good morning, good day, wherever you're streaming from. We're back today. It's another week. Thank you, God, for everything. So, today, if you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. My name is GraceLawendhair from GraceLawendhair. Here on this live, we talk about hair, we do practicals about hair, as you can know. If it's your first time, maybe you're seeing us for the first time. For those that have been returning students, they know what we do on our live. So today, I've done all the hair that we use in doing practicals. I promise I'm going to bring it here to do this, but then I've done some videos which I've sent. Look at it. I did 5 different methods of ending up the tip of this hair. I'm going to lose this hair. Then from next week, we're going to continue to use this hair for our practicals. Yes. So in case you see the videos, you'll be seeing it. So today, without wasting much of our time, we're going to be doing quick hair before we go into our 6 method of having our hair to do. Look at it. If you've been trying to do a stitch braid, look at it. I just say let's do a quick method of doing this stitch braid. Let's just go ahead and do this. I did it this morning. It's a quick one. So if you're just here for the first time, you're welcome. So what we are going to do, I've parted this hair already. So when you part the hair, you're going to do 1 cornrow in the middle. Thank you. Let me share this live before we even start. Let's go ahead and share. Father, Ben, cover us in the blood of Jesus. So let's go ahead and share this live. Let me share it from here. I'm sharing this live from here so that we can be able to do this style. When we get it, you just know a quick method of doing stitch braid instead of thinking, oh, I can't use my pinky finger to achieve this style. How will I going to do it? I don't know how to add extension. This is the quick one. If you know how to do a normal cornrows, try and use this method we're going to use now. I've shared it. Let me share one more time again. Then we get into it. Let me share once again to notify most people, because I've been in college all this while. So anytime you just see me show up, you know I'm here. I'm thinking if I have time in the evenings now, maybe I have to become showing off because I have to go to college, please. So now let's go ahead. So today we'll be doing a quick method of getting into this braid, like a stitch braid kind of. Look at it. If you've been finding it very difficult to do this, go ahead and share the video. Let more people come in. Let's notify more people. So the way we have to do it, I've parted this hair. You first of all part this hair into 2. Before we go into our 6 method of doing braid, let's go ahead and do this one first. When we finish this, then we'll now go into our 6 method of adding extensions into the braid. We'll use another mannequin to do that, right? So let's do this one first quickly. So what I did was, this is a full hair mannequin. I parted this hair into 2. Look at it, into 2. This half, I just leave it on one side. Then I parted this other one as well into 2. So I did one of the braids here. So the next thing you're going to do, the other half braid from this other side, you have to part it to 2 in the middle. When you part it 2 in the middle, get a tiny braid here. Look at it in the middle. This tiny braid you're going to get in the middle, you're going to be using the crochet pin to add your extension in it. This middle, you're going to be using the crochet pin to add the extension in it. So it's going to be simple. Then, but normally I don't add shining jam to my mannequins, but I'm going to add it on this one because we're doing a kind of stitch braid so that we can get the lines. I'll just add a little bit. Then later I can shampoo the hair and wash it out. Yes. So I'm just doing only this. So now let's go ahead and do this. The next thing is that this is the extension we're going to be using. Expression. Normally you can use any extension as far as it's extension pulled like this. You can use any. I'm going to open it. Then we have another thing that we need our crochet pin. Look at it, crochet pin. I've told you earlier on that there's a lot of style we do with crochet pin. There's a lot of styles we do with crochet pin. So if we finish it with this one, we're going to go straight into our adding extension, doing braiding. We're still going to use this. So let's go ahead and do this now. If you're just joining for the first time, you're welcome. On this live, that is what we normally do here. We'll come up live to do styles of the day, giving us 6 methods of how we can add extension into our braid. Look at the braids. This one are prepped already. This braid have been prepped already. You can get it from the shop like this, right? But then in case you get the ones that are not prepped, you have to prep it yourself. If you don't know how to prep hair, I already have the videos there. You can watch them, how to prep. Or when next will come into life, I'm going to show you how you can prep your extension if it's not prepped already. So now this is the extension we're going to be using, and this is my crochet pin. Let me go. I'm going to be using the handle of this chair to lay out the hair that we're going to be using. So when you're doing this cornrow, let me explain things to you. When you're doing this cornrow, because we want it to be tiny from the beginning, then it builds up when it's going to the end. Tiny from the beginning, and it builds up when it's going to the end. What you're going to do now is that when you're taking the extension, the first one is not going to be big. Look at it. You're going to take this one, tiny extension, just place it, put it on a rack. If you have a rack, place it on a rack. If you have somebody that is assisting you to do it, that is fine. For now, I'm the only one here and nobody is assisting me, so I have to do it myself. Lay it on top of the first one I'll take, then the second one. If you know how to do Ghana weave, that is how you take the extension. The first ones, the beginning will have to be tiny. Then you now start adding a little bit to each other, adding it up a bit, moving it up. Don't worry, let's do this first. Then when we do this, I'm showing you the process of how we can get into this braiding. Take it like that, then you add up to it a bit. Because the more it's going to the back, you want it to be more bigger at the back. And the beginning will just be more tiny. So let's go ahead, add more extension to the ones that is going to fit in the back. Let me add more to it. Then we'll now start this. Insert it with our crochet pin. If you don't know how to use crochet pin, you have to learn it here now. You're going to see us use crochet pin to install the extension. That crochet pin I explained, we use it to install extensions into our hair. With crochet braid, with doing hair. Let's do this one first. This is my crochet pin. Here's the crochet pin again. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get the crochet pin. Oh, that's the crochet pin. Let's go ahead. Please tap. The more we tap, only 16 likes. Please, the more you tap and share, it's going to bring in more people. I know it's been a while that we are here, but I have to go to school now. I'm going to college now, so my time is like clashing with the time I used to come up live. You know, the times I used to come every day, then we had 6 weeks holidays. Anytime we're on break, I'll come live. So I'm thinking of coming in the evenings now. So now the first thing we're going to do, this is our crochet pin. You have the crochet pin and you pick the first hair. Look at the first hair. Look at the first hair I just picked now. The next thing you're going to do, go into this. Look at it. And let me explain something to you. When you're sectioning this hair, if you have to do this style, when you're thank you. If I'll be to you're welcome. You're welcome. When you're doing this style, look at it. Very simple way to get this done. Even if you don't know how to add extension to this, use this method, you're going to get it straight away. Look at it. I've done the first one, if you can see it. The only thing we want to achieve is all these lines that you see here, if you cannot use your pinky finger to achieve it. So now, before you start this hair, you parted it into two. Don't go straight from the beginning to take the one that you're going to weave. Look at it. This one that you're going to weave, don't pick it up from the start. Allow hair for about 1 or 1.5 inches in the beginning. I will tell you the reason why we did that. So you go in the middle, start it all the way from here, start adding your extensions with the crochet pin. I came late. No, we just started now. Mommy Rosie, we just started now. You're not going to miss it. I've not even done anything now. I'm just trying to arrange everything and we'll start doing this now. So now let's go ahead. Look at the hair. You're not going to use your crochet pin. Look at the crochet pin now. Take the first one. I feel like crying. No, don't worry. We just started. See the extension? Look at it. This hair is simple. You can try it. I want you guys to try it. The simple way to get your stitch braid without stressing yourself. Even if, yeah. So now you're going to take the tiny part of the hair now. Put your crochet pin from the beginning of this one. Look at it. Look at it now. Take it like this. Cross it. Place it in, then you cover the crochet pin, drag it out. I don't know if any of us have been here when we did the first style. This one is a different one. I don't know if I still have that hair. Yes, I'll show you. Look at it. You put the first one, lay it down like that. Then you go ahead, give a little bit of gap. Can you see what I'm doing? Give a little bit of gap. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. Give a little bit of gap. Then you go to the next one. Bring the extension, go ahead and install it. The reason is that this one in the middle is not even going to stress you. By the time you're plaiting it, you're just going to be taking this hair. It's going to help you. Look at it. Leave it here. See the next one. Then we'll go leave a little bit of gap as well. Let's go ahead, be fast and install this extension. Because when we finish this one, we are going to go straight into doing our normal training of the day by teaching you how to add extensions into your braids. Look at it. You do the next one. You see the gaps I'm giving in between? Can you see those gaps? Then you go next to again. Let's be quick with this. Don't want to waste time. Do it. I've done the first one. It's just that the hair is covering it. I'm going to show you. Go ahead and pull it. If you don't know how to use crochet pin, you use crochet pin for a lot of things. We use crochet pin for a lot of things. This style is very, very easy to do. Look at it. You can see it from there. Go ahead and do the next one. We'll go ahead and do the next one. When you do the next one, insert it, pull it out. Don't hold one on the other side and pull it out. Make sure they are in the middle. You leave it like that. We'll do it up to the end of this braid. We'll do it up to the end of this braid. Let's use our clip. Let me use the clip to hold on to this hair so that it won't be covering it, so that we can be seeing it. See my clip? Let's use it to cover this. Always have your clip when you're walking. Always have your clip. In case of styles like this, you need your clips. Let's use the clip to pull this hair away from the place we are working with. Just use another one to hold this. So if you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class, because here in this class we do, yes, I think it's a bit visible now. Go next. We have to be patient to watch this style. So if you're in a rush, I don't think you get it, but let's just be patient and go through the process, because you're going to try it yourself. You see the gaps? You see the gaps I'm giving? Look at the gaps I'm giving in between. So this will help you when you're doing your stitch braid. It looks good so far. yeah, that's it. It looks good so far. We've not even started. So now you go ahead. The explanation I'm going to do, the more you're putting this extension, the more you're building it up. Little in front, gradually you'll be adding more extensions to it until, because you want, when you braid the hair, it's going to come like tiny from the beginning and it's building up to the end, right? So now let's go ahead and put this. Do this, clip it, close it, pull it out quickly. Pium, that is it. So we'll go and do the next one again. You see that gaps I'm putting in between? You quickly do it. This hair is going to help you. Even if you have not braided before and you know how to do braids a little bit, you don't know how to add the extension, this is the best way to use your crochet to add the extension, and it's going to give you a good result. So let's go ahead and install all this with our crochet pin. This is the crochet pin we're using. You will know what I mean when I started braiding this hair. Let's add this up. Please, let's share the video, give a like. The more you like it, the more other people will notice we are here, because we've been off for a while. I want to try maybe in the evenings. I have to come in now. I'm doing my colleges, so I don't have time, but I will try my best to be able to meet up with us. Okay, let's go ahead, put this one out. So then now it's not enough. Then I have to go ahead and catch up more of the hair, lay it. Then we'll put this braid up to this point, like this point. Then we'll start braiding. Then the next thing that we'll have to do, let's go ahead. I need to be quick with this. When we finish this section, we'll go straight to the next section. Maybe if we cannot finish the 6 method today, maybe next time we'll be having, maybe next week, Monday, I think, we'll be having another practical, or if I can come in the evening. So let's go ahead and watch this one. Let me pull this one. Look at the gaps I'm creating in between. Look at the gaps I'm creating in. If you want the hair more bulky, that means you have to put more extensions. If you want the hair, let's see if the volumes and everything is even working. Let me see. Yeah, everything. Thank you so much. If I'm not watching you, for supporting this live. Let's support the live. Support the live. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. So now let's go ahead. This one, bring this one in. Where is it? The crochet is here. Bring it in. close it and move it out. When you get home, go and try this. You're going to get it right. Look at it. Put the next one. If you've not tried the crochet pin for the first time, go ahead and try it. You just install it, close it with the lash. You have a lash like this, then you pull it out. Then let's put the last one. Put the last one on this. If you don't know how to braid braids, I have videos there that you can learn how to braid, really. So just go ahead and do this. So now this is it. So the next thing we are going to do, this is we are going to be using this shining jam today a little bit. I'm going to put it. I don't want to put too much because I'm going to wash this mannequin off a bit. But if I don't do it, we're not going to get the style. So look at it. I placed it in the middle already. So now you go ahead, release all these pins, release all these ones. When you release them, all the clips, I hope we're going to see this here. Facing the back will be the best for us. So we'll come out like this, bring them together, bring all the hair together. You brush it together, look at it. Brush it together. Then you take your shining jam, look at it. Take it. Start adding it to the side. I won't put too much. If you're doing your own on your hair, you can add much, but I don't want to add much because I'm going to wash this thing off. I'm going to shampoo it as soon as we finish because we use this hair for training, so we don't have to be putting shining jam on it all the time. But for this style, it needs shining jam. This one needs shining jam because you're going to have it like a stitch braid. Then you turn it to the other side. Look at it. Turn to the other side as well. Take it. You add it. Make sure you brush it very well to the other side. Take the shining jam. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. Let's share the video. Please share the video, like the video. The more we share, the more we like, the more it's going to bring more people in. The more it's going to help. The system is going to know that we are here. Because you're like, where have these people been all this while? Yes, I know. So now we have done it to this point. Let me brush it a bit to each other. You know the secret? Now you don't have to be adding extension into this hair. We've used the crochet pin to put the extension in the middle. So let's go ahead. Do you know the reason why I said don't start from the beginning when you're weaving that hair? Is because you're going to take this a bit. Look at it. Take this a bit. When you take this one a bit, look at it. This is even too much. Just a little bit to start your braids. Because if you started that braid in the middle, you will not have this hair to start your braid. You go ahead and brush it. So now it's time for us to braid our hair. You see it? All your extensions now is in the middle. So while you're braiding this hair, you see those gaps in between. When you're taking it, it's going to be helping you when you're doing the stitch braid. So let's go ahead and braid this. This is one I've done before. Can you see the one I've done before on this hair? So let's go ahead and see the result of what we're doing now. So split this hair into 3. Look at it. Split it into 3. Now you don't have to add any other extension to it. And start your cornrows. You start your cornrows. You see the cornrows? Even when you're doing cornrows, you're splitting that hair into 3. Now that is why if you want to learn how to do cornrows, you need to know how to do the braids first, which we are doing in this slide. So now you started this hair with this. Then you now come here. Go ahead and grab this one like this. Take some and add it. You know, because you want it to have that stitch braid, you start grabbing it like this, putting it like, you see? Take it like this and be adding it to it. When you come, just be taking it like this, add it. When you mix, I'll show you where the extension is. When you come, the first extension is here. Look at it, taking it like this. You grab it, you cornrow it. Look at it. I hope you guys can see it. You take it like this, you grab it like this, you take it. So I'm picking up the first extension. Look at it in the middle. You take it, you cornrow it. Then you come here. I hope this thing is visible enough. Look at it. That will help you with the stitch. Look at where the extension is. Put your hand there. Grab that extension out. Look at it. See the extension. Then you hold it. Bring it in. You start cornrowing your hair. You see the result of this hair when we finish. Look at the next extension in the middle. We use the crochet pin to grab this extension. You take it like this and cornrow it. You go ahead and do the same thing. You see? Yeah, you don't need the pinky finger to be taking your hair. You just use your hand to grab this and take the extension. You go ahead and cornrow the hair. You see? Look at the next one. Look at the next one. You just go ahead in the middle like this. Take it from where the gap is. Look at it. Can you see it? Take it from where that gap is. Bring it in and cornrow it. You go next. This is it. You keep cornrowing and going back. Do we understand what we are doing? Do we understand what we are doing? Let me get the comb and comb it. This is mannequin. When you're doing it on the hair, it will come out nice, better than this, really. It will come out better than this. Then you go ahead and stitch. Go ahead and grab this other one. See, look at it. Look at it. Look at what I'm doing. See the extension we put in the middle. So you don't need to add any other extension. You should not make the hair to be building up. Look at it. Oh, take it like this. See, you now grab this one. See, look at it with the extension. Put it in and start cornrowing, doing your cornrows. Do you understand? If you understand what I'm doing, say yes on the comment section. Say yes on the comment section. So this one will help us. If you don't know how to add extensions into your braid, this is going to help you to do your cornrow. Hey, this one, this thing is gone. What's going on with this? Sorry, let's bring TikTok to the same level as we, before we start our practicals. Resume. Yes, okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So let's go ahead. Grab it. I didn't put too much of the shiny jam. When you're doing your own, please, if you're doing it on the hair, put more. It's going to help you to stand. Then you take it and start cornrowing. Look at it. You come here, look at the extension we put in the middle, pick it up with the hair, grab it up with this hair. You come here, take it, and you cornrow it back. You see? It's not helping the extension. Then you don't have to start adding extension into the hair. Can you see it? You don't have to start adding extension into the hair. Let's go ahead. Share the video. I don't know why the thing is coming down now. What is going on? So now, let's go ahead and finish up the braid. Then I'm going to show you. The same thing you're going to do until you pull the hair down. Just go ahead and start doing it. Take it like this. Very, very simple way to do your stitch braid. If you have not done it before, very simple way. And if you have not added extension into the hair before, this would help you. Because the extension is already in the middle. The extension is already in the middle. More likes will help. Let's share. What's going on? Is it? Yeah, we don't know what went wrong now. So let's go ahead and finish this. Then before we now go into... Can everybody see what I'm doing? See, look at the back. You pinch it from here. Take it. And go ahead and stitch braid it. Sometimes... when you're live, I don't know whether we understand what I'm doing really on this, but I find it hard to like position myself in the camera, but we try our best. Try our best until I finish it. Use your hands this way, grab the extension, bring it in, put it in until you finish your hair. You see, now you won't find it very difficult, like, oh, how will I add my extension into this hair? No. It's easier now to add your extension by using your crochet pin to put it in the middle. Then you start braiding your hair immediately. Can you see? Now this is the end result of it. This is the end result. Very, very easy method. Go ahead and try this method. You're going to see that you're going to get it. As a beginner, look at it. You see? You see the cornrow? Now, you didn't have to start adding extensions by yourself. You already put the extension in the middle. Let me finish the cornrows, then I'll show you the outcome. Let's finish it. So now, the extensions that you put in the middle, you still have it to conclude the hair. Can you see it? You make it look so easy. Yes, this one, it makes it easy. You understand? It's very, very easy, because if you have to start putting extension into it, you can't do this type. But when you open the middle, we use your crochet pin to put the extension in it. Look at it, it gives you the same result. Gradually start taking it from the beginning, then it builds up, as I explained to you, and it builds it up. Let's finish it, then I'll show you. I've done this before. Try it on your normal hair, because this mannequin hair, I have to put a little bit of shining jam on it. It will come out nicely on the hair when you put it on the hair and brush it in. It will come out more nicer on the hair than on the mannequin. Mannequin, we're just trying to use it, but the more you can do it on this mannequin, you can do it more better on the hair. Let's finish the braids. So if you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. When we finish this now, the next thing we're going to do now, we're going to do our 6th method of adding extension into our braids. So let's go ahead, look at it. Can you see it? You braid it from the beginning. Let's see it. Look at it. Very, 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 very beautiful. Do you see it? Where did you buy? Please, don't start. Oh, don't start with this mannequin stuff. Don't start, please. If you don't want me to even mute you now, don't start. Let me even mute herself. Don't start with anything mannequin, please. I'm not blocking you. I'm just muting it. Please, let's go ahead and concentrate on what we're doing. Don't put anything on that comment section if you want us to stay on this live. Please. In fact, I'm going to start with my other it's just I don't have time. My other live where I do this thing, I have to come 30 minutes before the time to advertise my mannequin, that you can buy it from there on TikTok shop before we start our live. So it's easier like that. Nobody will be asking me that question. So now look at it. We're not going to do this side, because we use the other time to do the other. Look at it. Very, very simple. Have you seen what we've done now? When you open the hair in the middle, plait a little bit of cornrow, use your crochet pin, insert your extensions in the middle of the hair, then you start braiding. It's easier for you to start adding extension. If you know how to do, okay, let me do one that you can add extension here without it stuff, then you know that this is easy method for you to do this hair. Most people, they cannot add extension. Let me just create a little part of it now, just a little bit, then and add extension, like the way you do Ghana weave. Most beginners will find it very difficult, but what I've just done now is very, very easy for them to be able to do adding extension into the hair by opening the middle, and you just go ahead and start braiding your hair straight away. Very, very easy. Let me do this one. How you can add extension into this, like if you're doing Ghana weave, then you see the difference. Then you now know that one we have done now is very, very easy. I'm going to lay out the extensions. I have the extensions with me. I'm not going to use too much of the extensions. Look at the extensions. And this one, I'm not going to use the crochet pin. Then you know the difference of what I've done now. So now, let me lay this out. Normally, when you're doing something like adding extensions into the hair, you rather lay it on the rack, or if you have somebody that will help you. And when you're starting from the beginning, make it smaller. The beginning should be smaller, then the next one small until you build it up. Let me show you what I mean. So now the next one is this. You make it a little bit more. Then you go again, make it a little bit more. I'm going to show you that. Then you now notice that this style is very, very easy. You go and try it. Put it there. Because as a beginner, it might be very, very, very difficult for you to say, oh, I don't know how to add extension. Use your crochet pin to add it. Then you start cornrowing. Very, very easy. Very, very easy method to do it. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pick the first one. Let me not scatter this. Let's start with this one. Let's start this. I want to do this hair now. Let me comb it. I want to do this hair. Let me do this one now by just adding extension. The other one, we did it with the crochet pin. You now go ahead and split your hair into two. Can you see it? Split the extension into two like this. You're starting your hair like that. Then you now go ahead from the beginning. Look at the beginning. You see, you grab this class. You grab this one, hold it, and start. You see what I've done now? You see what I've done now? So now you now go ahead and plait it a little bit. You start joining your extension. The next one is like this. This is called Ghana cornrow or banana braids. You see the way I'm doing it? So as a beginner, can you do this one? That is the reason why this one I just did now is absolutely easy. You see what I'm doing? It's absolutely easy for you to follow that method. So let's do this. When we do this, there are different ways to add this extension. This is just one way, which is not our class today, but I'm just showing you the difference. That method I just showed you first is easy to add extension into the braid by using your crochet pin to do it. Yeah. So let's do this. There's different ways to add it. This is one method. I'm not going to show you all the method, but as we have discussed so far, if you're the type that want to know more, you will get to DM me, then we'll take it up from there. But let's do what we can do online. I'm sure with what I'm doing, it's very, very helpful for you to start with. In fact, it's very, very helpful if you put your mind in it. Very, very, very helpful. So now we'll go ahead. Can you see? You see the way I'm adding it? Can you see what's holding? Can you see the way I'm adding them? You see? That is called the Ghana weave. How to do the Ghana weave. You add this one. I'm not going to add another one again. Normally, when you're doing Ghana weave like this, when it gets to the back, you start picking your hair tiny, tiny, because you've already had a lot of hair already. You now go ahead. If you want to add more hair, it should be tiny, tiny bits that you'll be adding so that it will not be too big or the hair will be too voluminous. No, you don't want it like that. Now, I'm not adding anything to it now because I've already, let me just use my extension, this extension to finish up the braid. Look at it. Let me add this extension to finish up this braid. Then I'll now show you the difference that if you are, as a beginner, you don't know how to add hair the way I just added it, please go ahead and use that first method we did. That method is very, very easy. By you just cornrowing the hair in the middle, use your crochet pin, add all the extensions you're going to do in the middle, then you continue to do this hair. Let me go ahead and finish it. You see the reason why to do this, all this type online, you have to be determined, because I don't know whether you have to put more extra effort to finish it up, just for you guys to see it anyway. Just for you guys to see it. So I finished it now. Normally, if not for the practical aspect of it, and I wanted this hair to be long, I'm going to add more hair to it. Look at it. I'm going to be adding more hair to it. So because I didn't add more extension to it, that is why you see that the tips is not too long, because we are practicing, right? So now, but if you want to do it that the tip is going to be long, when you built the extension up to this point, you now start taking the extension tiny, tiny bit and be joining it. Look at it now. Can you see it? See the hair. I hope this light is making it. Please put on the comment section if you can see what I'm showing you guys, please. Can you see it? Put on the comment section if you can see it. Please, can you type yes on the comment section if you can see what I'm showing you? Yes, I can see it. Okay, now. See, you see the difference now? Correct. Yes, not very well. Oh, not very well. Okay, let me move back. Let me move back. Yeah, yes, please. Can you see it? Now, with this method, most beginners will find it very difficult to do what I've just done now. That is why when we did this one, I said it's better for you to just use your natural hair, open it in the middle, cornrow, do a slight cornrow, which nobody is going to see that cornrow you did. Now use your crochet pin, add your extension into it before you now braid this. That is how we did this too. Then this one is a normal Ghana weave. So there are different ways to do all this cornrow. Can you see it? See the achievements now on the mannequin. So if it's on somebody's head, I think it's going to look more better. But these mannequins, most of them are slippery. I see you shining jam on it. So for now, this is it. If you have any question on this hair, let me know on the comment section, because now we're going to move into the section of doing our normal lessons. We're going to do our normal lessons. If you have any question, put it on the comment section. If you didn't understand what we just did, I'm going to leave this side, because we're not going to repeat this again. I'm going to leave this side. Maybe next week, I'm going to do the same, what we have done here, repeat it again, and see whether you have tried what we have done today. Look at it. I did it here now. You see, the gaps there in between now is because we use the crochet pin to create that gaps. Instead of you finding very difficult, I want to do stitch braid at the end of the day, that one will help you to. If I have put more shiny jam like this, when you grab it, I will watch it like, okay, that is absolutely okay. Yes, that's another thing. Yes, you got the facts. She got what is there now, so she will watch it again. So that's absolutely okay. So now this is it. Very, very beautiful, beautiful hair. So go ahead and try this. When you try this, the most important thing about hair, next week when I miss the first part, okay, yes, you miss the first part, you can watch it on the video as well. Then next week, maybe on Monday, am I going anywhere on Monday? Let me see. If I didn't come in on Monday, then I'll come in the evening. I don't even give a timetable now because I go to college now. So please. But our time normally is 12 p.m. UK time. Even if I'm coming live, 12 p.m. UK time, as we're here from 12 p.m. Please. That is the time. So just be ready and have a notification. Immediately I just come up. You see me come up. Yeah, you just see me and you just come up immediately. But the video, I'm going to send the video in case they just send it. I'll put the video in. How we started the process. Part 1, part 2 until we finish this live. I'll send the clips in the morning. Very, very first thing in the morning, I'm going to send it in so that you can go ahead and practice it. You see, we put shining jam in here. I didn't put too much. If I put too much now, when you grab it with that hands in the middle, it will make it just stay on that line. You see all those lines. What the stitch braid is that those lines that you're seeing. That is, yes, I want to see the video. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. So now, this is it. I'm not going to touch this part of the hair. I'm going to use it for practice again next week so that I can show you the one we did before and we'll use this other part to do the practice. So now we're going to move straight. Okay, now this is the hair. Because I don't have time to come in, I did it already. I've sent in the video 5 different ways to end all this hair. Now we did it online. All this extension, we use it to do practice online here. So I've done 5 different methods of you ending the way I'm going to send. I've sent this video in. This one I'm going to send after we finish this live today. That is straight. For instance, you're doing a client's hair and they don't want coils hair on it. All you have to do is just finish your braid, get your hot water, place it on it. It's going to look straight like this. Very, very straight. That is one method. The other method I did was use the threading method to thread it, dip it in hot water, you get these coils. Then this one is twisting the tip of the hair. When you twist the tip of the hair, dip it in hot water, it will give you these coils. So there are different ways. I did 5 different methods. This one is this coils is like when you plait the hair together. After finishing the hair, all the videos I'm going to send. After finishing the hair, I hope I'm showing, yeah. After finishing, let me move back a bit. I think it's better to move back. So that after finishing the hair, you now take the tip of the hair, plait it again together as if you're doing cornrows, dip it in hot water, you get this result. Then this one is a bending rollers. This one is bending rollers I use in doing this one, achieving these coils. You see all these videos, I have them from scratch to the end. That is why I did it on the video, so that it will be easier for you to see it from the beginning to the end. Because sometimes when I do it on live, the clips does not carry all of them at the same time. So that is why I did it with the video. So that video you're going to watch is going to show you how I started it, how I dip it in hot water, and the results you get from it. I explain everything. I've sent in this one. You'll see it there. I'm going to send in this one. As soon as I finish the live, I'm going to send this other part. Then you can see it. Then maybe tomorrow, I edited this. Then I'll send the 5 videos so that you can watch it. In case you have your hair done and you want different styles to end the tips, you know what to do immediately. When somebody tells you, this is how I want to end the tips, you're not going to be confused about it. You know, if the person wants me to twist the tips, this is what I'm going to do immediately. You twist it and do it. If they want it flat, you use a thread immediately and thread immediately and make it coils. If they want it twist, you twist it and put it. If they want it with the bending rollers, you quickly use the bending rollers. All the videos are there and you're going to get it because it's explained in details. So now, let's leave this for now. So the next thing we're going to do, if you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. This is what we do on this class. So today, because we've occupied this is the hair we use for practical, I'm going to take this hair off. Take everything off entirely. Not today, but we're going to use this other mannequin we're going to use this other one to do our practice today. 6 methods of how we add extensions into our braid. Yes, and very soon I'm going to send you different ways of doing what is it called, knotless braid. I'm going to show you maybe like 5 or 6 different ways you can get. I'm sending the video. I'm not going to do it on live, because when I do send the video, you're going to watch it in details. Yeah, so now let's go ahead and do our normal practicals of the day. Because normally we do braid on this live. We teach you how to add extensions into braid. If you don't know how to braid before, we'll show you some techniques of how to get into braid. That is what we do on this live. And you find out that that is the most important thing that you have to learn. Even when we're doing this cornrow, you start it with braiding, right? You split it, your hands will show you that you've already started it with braiding. You start joining it. That is how it goes. So when we are doing this braid, take it very serious. Learn our braiding and how to install the extension very, very serious. It's going to help you to further up in anything you're doing. I'm telling you the truth. It's going to help you. Let's use this mannequin. Normally, I don't use this mannequin, but let's use it because the mannequins are occupied. I'm going to loosen the hair for us to get the mannequin free. That's another job. I'm going to dip everything in hot water back. So now, if you have your hair like this, let me still explain, and you want the hair straight, the next thing you're still going to do is get hot water in the boiling kettle. Put this hair down. When you pour hot water into this hair, it's going to relieve all this coils. The hair is going to go back to straight. Beginners, listen to this. If you want your hair straight back, you don't want the coils, hot water will bring it back. Hot water bring the coils in. Hot water bring the coils back to straight hair. Do you understand? So if you want it back into straight hair, like before I will take this hair off, what I'm going to do on this hair is that I'm going to get another hot water, dip this hair into hot water and straighten it, then I'll start taking it off. If maybe you don't want to use the extensions anymore, because normally I use it for practical online, so I don't want to waste the extension, so I do it like that. But normally, if you're doing your hair and it's old, you don't need to do. You just look out for where your hair stops. Use your scissors to cut all those parts first. Then you start taking the hair off. Yes, that's another tips I've given now. So remember, when you're doing your hair, when you're getting into braiding, don't forget. Oh, I did this coils, I don't like it, I want to change it. Take it back into hot water. Then hot water will bring it back to straight line. Do you understand? Bring the hair back into straight coils. You understand it? Yeah. So let's go ahead. Today, we have 6 different methods that we do online of how to add extensions into our braid. Then 3 methods from there is using the rubber band method. I hope I have my rubber band closed. Yes, everything is good. 3 method is using the rubber band method. Yes, to install it. And the other 3 method is using the natural method. Let's start with the rubber band method. Let's start with it. So now I've parted this hair because this is not our usual hair of using an extender, but we're going to use it today. Let's go ahead and part this one. Let's go ahead and take this little bit. Take this one that we're going to repair. I don't want it to be too much. I don't want it to be too much. Go ahead and do this. When you take it, this is the hair we're going to work in it now. Always have your clips with you. This is my clips. As a beginner, always have your clips. These clips, you're using them to hold the hair. Oh. Let's set this up. Let's bring TikTok up to the same level as what we're doing. Let's set it up. Sorry about that. If you're just joining, you're welcome. You're welcome to the live. You're welcome. So here we explain about hair. Yes. Yeah, we're back. So now use your clip. This is my clip. Always take your clip. I hope yes, we're seeing it. Take your clip. Roll this one away from it. Use it to hold it here so that it won't be joining. Then the next thing we are going to do when we are doing this method, you're going to get your rubber band. If you're joining us for the first time, this is the rubber band. And this rubber band, they are all tiny kind of rubber band. Very, very tiny rubber bands that you can see that is going to help you to secure the hair. Why do we use this rubber band? Yes, as a beginner, You find it very difficult to add extensions into the hair naturally by securing it, which I'm still going to teach online here. But then for you to get into braiding, and don't stop with say, oh, I cannot install this, I find it very difficult. When I install the extension, it's not firm enough, then you stop braiding. No, don't stop braiding. All you have to do is that go and get this tiny rubber band. Start with these ones. When you start with this one, it's going to help you to move up to where we are going now. So the next thing, take your rubber band. This is the rubber band. This is the hair we have section. Always comb your hair, but this one I don't think it have knot in it, but then nevertheless this one is too fine. Look at it. You comb it, but I'm still going to practicalize it here so that you get used to it while you're doing the hair. So now take the rubber band. See the rubber band? Go ahead and secure this hair with this rubber band. Normally you're supposed to be using one rubber band to secure this hair, but then since I've been training online here, when I use one rubber band, it snaps. I don't want to use one, so I use two. So you go ahead and use the rubber band to secure this hair. Look at it. Secure it very well. When you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you think it's secured enough, you stop. Let me do the next one. Another one more. Yeah, like this. So when you come to this point, when you bring it up to this point, what you're going to do is that open this hair into two. Look at it. Thank you so much and God bless you. Open this hair like this. Open it into two. Split it up into two. Move it on two sides. When you move it on both sides, the only thing it's going to do is going to secure this hair more on the scalp. Don't make it too tight, because when you drag it too tight, it's going to be too tight on the scalp for the person that is going to have this hair. Please don't make it too tight. Like for this rubber band is good for the children. Like when you're doing your children's hair and they cry a lot, they are upset when they are doing hair. Try the rubber band method for them, because you're not going to be dragging their hair. Thank you so much. God bless you for the support. Let's continue to share the video. Let's continue to share the video. It's going to help us. Thank you and God bless you all. So now when you use this rubber band for the kids, then they are not going to cry too much, because you're just going to hold it. What you have done now, the hair have secured the hair from the scalp. You now use your crochet pin, add the extension into the hair, and start braiding their hair. Try it on your child that is always upset when they're braiding their hair. It doesn't break hair. It doesn't break hair, because I use it for all this hair. I'm still going to take them off. On the practical hair, you see that the hair still remains the same. Go ahead and try it. So for the beginners, this is good. Then when we do this gradually, then you now move up to doing the normal and traditional method, which I'm going to teach you here online. We're doing the 6 methods today. So let me get the extension. Here is your extension. Today we'll be using black color for the extension. Can you see the extension? We're having black. I just opened the pack of this hair now. You go ahead and do this. This is already prepped extension, which is the right hair that we're going to use. Prep extension, because you have a good finishing end. The reason why we say prep extension, when you see the end like this, when you're braiding, it's not going to unravel before you dip it into the hot water, which I've explained to you that I'm sending all the videos. Everything you need to get into braiding is packaged on this page. So you just go ahead and watch them, and it's going to help you. So now, when you get your extension, if you're the type that don't know how to take extensions like this, go ahead and grab this extension and section it. This is the size we're using, which is the medium. This is the size I'm going to use now. Can you see it? This is the medium. Then I'm going to be parting this hair into two. I'm going to part this hair into two. When you part it into two, for me, I call it ratio 2:1, meaning that the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. Look at it. The one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. That means the one you have on your right hand is the smaller part, and the one you have on your left hand is the bigger part. What you have to do now, take this one you have on your left hand, put it aside, which is the bigger part. Can you see it? Which is times 2 of what we have here. Take this one, put it on one side. Then you grab this one, get your crochet pin, the same crochet pin I've been talking about. There's a lot you can do with this crochet pin. Have you seen what we've done with the crochet pin so far? That is what we use in inserting that hair, and we start braiding. Very, very easy. It makes life easy for us, and it is easy for the beginners as well. For those that doesn't know how to do this quickly, go ahead and try those things with this crochet pin. It's going to help. The next thing you're going to do, take your crochet pin, look at it. See the way I'm inserting it. You open it. You have a lash like this. You open it. When you open it, you insert it from the top like this. It's coming down. See, it's coming down. Look at my crochet pin coming down. If you know that this is distracting you, take something and hold it. Just look for a clip and hold it. Next thing is that this is the extension I have on my right hand, that is the smaller bit of it. Look at it. Take it like this, form a loop like this. Form a loop. This is the loop. When you form that loop like this, you're going to go straight away and clip this extension into the hole like this. Hook it. You see, when you hook it, you close it with the lash. When you close it, you pull it out. See, pull it out almost halfway, release your crochet pin. When you release the crochet pin, put your crochet pin on one side. The next thing you're going to do, because if I go ahead and pull this hair, everything is going to come off. You don't want to do double job, right? I don't want to do double job. Take your left hand, this is my left hand, hold one of the section of the hair down. Then you go on with your right hand, pull the other part of it. When you pull it, it's going to look like this. Can you see it? You bring it down. This is the hair we're working with. You bring it down. Now you're not going to know the difference. You see the reason why I use colored hair to teach online, though I have black extension today. Normally, this is black and this is it. You will not know the difference now because everything have rhymed together. Normally, I use color so that you can be able to figure out the difference. Now, when you're using the right color to the head, you're not going to even notice anything when you're braiding it. Even if the natural hair is coming out, you're not going to notice. So nevertheless, which is okay. But then now that you've installed the extension into it, you'll find out that maybe this hair is a little bit now loose because you inserted crochet pin into it. What are you going to do? Go ahead again and take this to pull it to this side. Make it a little bit secured. Very, very secured now. Then that is it. You see this level you've come up to now is very, very easy now for you to start braiding. It's secured already. Take the other part of your hair. Look at it. Watch this side. If you're a beginner here, watch what I'm doing. If it's your first time of coming to the live, watch what I'm doing. If you watch this method today, the same today, you'll be able to braid hair. Take the other part that is a bit 2 times bigger. Go ahead and position yourself properly. Hold these extensions on your right hand. Can you see it? This is my left hand. I'm going to hold this one. This hair that I've already secured, hold it on your left hand. Take this one in the middle, place it here. Can you see it? Place it there in the middle. Let me make sure that you guys are seeing it. Place it, hold it with your thumb and your index finger. Hold it with your thumb. This is my thumb here, and that is my index finger. When you hold it like that, easy to go. Your right hand first. If you're a right-handed person, go ahead and grab this hair. Go ahead and plait it. Bring it into the left. From your right into the left, you started braiding the hair. Simple. Very, very simple method. Then you take this, your left hand, take this left one, bring it into the right. That is it. There's nothing you're going to do on this again. But the only difference about this hair is that only the hair in the middle have the natural hair. At this point, because you're a beginner, if you want to split this natural hair into others, you can go ahead and split it if you have that confidence. But if you don't have the confidence, leave it. Go ahead and braid it. You don't want anything that will distract you by letting this hair going on different ways. So you just go ahead and braid the hair. But the only thing I have to advise is that make sure that your knot extension, this is the extension, is covering the natural hair. Then you go ahead and braid your hair. Simple. You go ahead and braid your hair. If you have not braided hair before, try this method. If it's your first time, go ahead and try this method. You're going to go ahead and braid. See me braiding this hair. Simple. The rubber band method is a simple method for you beginners to get into braiding. And it's good for those kids that are really upset when they are doing their hair. And you can use this method for a lot of things when you're doing hair. If you've been following us on this online, you notice that we use this rubber method to do a lot of styles. We've done a lot of styles on this online since we started, a lot. But then, if you want to catch up with it, you can go ahead. The videos are there. Try and catch up with them. But if not, always be present in the class because we do most of the thing repeat, explain for those that are just coming new. And those that are here, they get to know it more better. Yes, that is how it works. Can you see? Look at it. Very simple. You see the reason why when you're using black on black, you don't notice anything. You just blend to it. But if I'm using color to this hair now, you're going to notice. That's why I always use color to teach for visibility's sake, for you to understand. Because when I say use your extensions to hide the hair. If I'm using colored now, you will notice quickly that, oh, she really did use the extensions to hide the natural hair. But this is black, extension is black. You never notice anything. Your error will never be noticed on this. So go ahead and try this method, which is the rubber band method. Very, very secure and nice. That is the first method. So let's go ahead and do the next method without wasting much of our time today. If you have any question, if you have any question after we finish all this method, go on the comment section. Tell me which of the method you didn't understand. If we still have time, I'm going to repeat it. But if we don't have time, you're going to wait for the next class, or you go ahead and watch it from the video. Yes. So because sometimes when you see me do these things practically, it goes in very fast. Yes. Because I'm explaining it in front of you. You're asking me questions. You're seeing me to do it practically. Then when you're trying to do yours, you say, okay, yes, it worked when she was doing it. That is how it is. So now, this is the first rubber band method by using your crochet pin to insert the hair. Then the next method we are going to use is rubber band method, but you're not going to need the crochet pin. At this point, if you don't have the crochet pin, don't worry yourself. With this next method we're going to do, it's still the same result it's going to give you. Watch me as I do it. I don't want to say too much, but I have to explain because most people are just joining us for today. I don't want them to be confused in the class. This class is well explained, that you understand everything going on. Okay, let me set this so that we can be able to continue. In this class, the class is very beginners friendly. When you come into this class or tutorial class, you understand things. If you don't understand, you ask questions. So now let's go ahead and do the next one. Now you release your clip. Take the next extension hair you're going to be working with. I don't want it too much. This is the next hair we're working with. Go ahead and always use your clip to move the hair that you're not working with out of your way. Whether beginners, whether professionals, we need our clip to be able to do that. So when you do this, you go ahead and brush this hair. The next thing you're going to need here is open this hair into two. Watch this method the way I'm doing it. If you don't have the crochet pin, you can do this method. The next thing you're going to do, I've already parted the section I'm going to be working with. What are you going to do next? Go ahead and split this hair into two. Go ahead and split this hair into two. Let's continue to share the video. God bless you all. This cheers goes to everybody supporting the live. If you're here supporting the live, God bless you. No connection. Hey, what's going on? Connection, come. Oh, wow. The connection is low. I hope everybody's seeing me, Sha. He said no connection. Wow. But can everybody see me? If you know you can see me, put on the comment section that you can see me, because the connection is showing that it's very low, but I think you can see me. Put on the comment section that you can see what I'm doing, please. Put on the comment section. Yes, we can see. Oh, thank you so much. That is absolutely okay. So now, the next thing we're going to do, go ahead and grab your extension. I can see. Thank you. So you grab your extension. When you have your extension like this, make sure really clear. Thank you. When you're doing your hair, look at what the extension we have done first. Make sure, yes, we can see. Thank you so much for that. God bless you all. Thank you so much. This cheers goes to everybody. As you're supporting this life, God bless you. With your hand, you're using tapping to make sure this life is going on, that we are growing on this life. God bless you all. That is how you grow in everything that you expect. So now we have this extension. Let us go ahead and take the extension. Make sure that your extensions are the same sizes to what you're doing. When you're doing your braid, don't do one braid micro. Don't do one braid jumbo, or don't do one braid mini. No, it won't tell good of your handwork. Please, even if you want to increase the normal natural hair, fine, but then let your extensions be the same thing. When you're doing your braids, it's going to show on your braids. Extensions, sizes should be the same. So now we have the extension. Go ahead and split it into two the way I told you. The one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Ratio 2:1. Take this bigger part on your left hand, put it on one side. Grab this one, the smaller part of it, section it, make sure they are on the same length. Can you see what I've done so far? Put it on the same length. When you put it on the same length, go in the middle. See, this is the section we are working with, then we split it into two. Go ahead and learn this method, because these methods, they are going to help you in a lot of things. If you're really going to be into hair, you're going to understand this method. Place this hair, I have it in the middle, place that middle into it like this. When you place it, look at it. Can everybody see it? This is our natural hair. This is the smaller part of the extension in the middle. This is our natural hair, the smaller part of the extension in the middle. Can everybody see it? Let me put this. It's going to help me a little bit. Yeah. So now you're going to use your rubber bands. Go ahead and grab your rubber band. Tiny rubber band, not the big one. When I say rubber band, it's a tiny rubber band. You know this tiny rubber band used for kids' hair. Look at it. Take it. Normally you can go ahead and use one, but I use two. The reason why I use two for this hair is that I don't want it to snap. Go ahead and put this hair together. Put the hands together. Start with the rubber band to secure the hair. You know the reason why we did this? The first one, we use the crochet pin to insert the hair. The second one, we are doing this method, we are not using the crochet pin, which is related to the first method. But then if you don't have the crochet pin, you can go ahead and still do this method. With what you're seeing me do, is easy. Go ahead and secure it. I've done it like 3 or 4 times. The next thing you're going to do, open this natural hair again into two. When you open it, go ahead and put it on both sides. When you pull this on both sides, don't make it too tight. When you pull it, look at it, I'm pulling it on both sides. What it does is that it secures the hair from the roots. This is what you could have done with your extension doing the natural method, but using the rubber band, it just secured it on the roots, make it more okay to be done. So now this is the hair. What you're going to do with this hair, bring it down. That is it. The next step is grab the hair that you have that is 2 times bigger. Go ahead and position. If you're doing it on your child or you're doing it on a client, they're already sitting down position. Make sure that you watch your back when you're doing hair, because the more you bend, it's going to be affecting you. Sit right. You see the way I adjust this? I don't want to be forcing myself to do this hair. I'll make sure I adjust this. I position myself very well. Make sure that I'm okay doing the hair. So you go ahead, use your left hand. This is my left hand, and grab the hair that you already used your rubber band to secure. Then you place this one, the bigger part of the hair, then you place it in the middle like this, holding it with your thumb and your index finger. Let's adjust this for us to see it. Holding it, this is my thumb and this is my index finger. This is my thumb and this is my index finger. Place that extension in the middle like that. When you place it, you now have 3 extensions. This one extension, the one that have the natural hair, and this extension. Go ahead and start braiding. Use your right hand first if you're a right-handed person. Take this one, bring it in. Bring it into the left. That's the first thing you have to do. Then you grab this one in the middle, secure it. Take this one on your left hand, bring it into the right. You're not braiding on top, you're braiding below. That's the different thing. Normally when we do classes for those that doesn't know how to braid, what we do is that teaching you the method of braiding hair. So this is it. You just go ahead and keep braiding. Have you seen it? You go ahead and keep braiding the hair until you finish it. So this is the second method of doing the rubber band method. As you can see, they are very, very easy. I'm trying to hold this my mannequin stand because the more you're braiding, the more it's pulling. So I need something heavier, which I'm going to purchase not quite long, so that when you stand it, you don't have to be holding it like this. So now I'm going to do this. When I secure it, let's not go too much. Let me not waste our time. So now look at the braids. Very, very secured. Can you see it? Very, very secured. It's not moving anywhere. Have you seen it? Look at the first one we did, the same thing. It's not moving anywhere. That's the rubber band method. Can you see it? Very, very nice and fine. So, but when we're doing our practical next week, I'm going to use a colored hair, because colored hair are visible. You understand it more. When you're hiding the natural hair, you understand it more, because now it's the same color. Everything is just the same thing. You just like, it's hiding. If you're a beginner now, you won't notice anything because it's hiding everything. But then if you learn with this colored hair, it's going to help you. When you're hiding the natural hair, you're going to be seeing the natural hair in between the extension, you're going to be making sure that the extensions are covering the natural hair, hiding it. Thank you so much, and God bless you all for the support. So now, this is the second method, doing the natural method, right? So the rubber band method. So the next thing we are going to do now, we are going to do the last rubber band method. But this one now, we don't need the rubber band, we don't need the crochet. If you're the type that doesn't want rubber band on your hair, this is the time you have to watch this. Maybe this method will be good for you. You just go ahead and watch me the way I do this method. After doing all this method, I'll do the 6 methods. Take notes and let me know which of the method you didn't understand. Then we can repeat it online if we still have more time. But then if you understand it and you're clear with it, that is absolutely okay. You just go ahead and try those 6 methods. When you try the 6 methods, know which of the method is suitable for you. But for the first 3 methods, they are beginners friendly, because if you don't know how to braid at all and you don't know how to add an extension naturally, go ahead and use this. There's a student here, she's there online here. When I asked everybody, say, do all the 6 methods, the method that came into her hands is the natural and traditional method, which is okay. Let's go ahead and set this. Let's bring this into the same level, right? Let's bring TikTok into the same position as everyone, right? So let's go ahead and do this other method. Can everybody see? Yes. Let's go. As I was explaining, when she tried all the 6 methods, the method that came to her hands is this natural and traditional method, which she's lucky. That is what everybody's working. I sent the hair I made on WhatsApp. Okay, I'm going to check it. Thank you so much. Ifa Buchi, that's her here. She's always practicing and she's really improving. If you want to put your mind into learning to do hair, you have to practice. She practice anything we do online here. She'll practice it because she doesn't have up to 1,000 followers. She will send me on my WhatsApp. Then I will see it. I'll say her, oh, this is okay. This is the part you're going to improve on. So that is just it. So let's go. Well done, Ifabuchi. Let's give her these chairs. I'm going to check the hair because the phones are occupied here online now. So when I finish, I'm going to check it and I'll reply you. Yes. Thank you so much and God bless you all for this. So let's go ahead and do the next method that is related to the rubber band method, which is the 3rd one. So let's go ahead and grab some of the hair that we're going to use. Let me take some of this hair out. Anyway, we've started already with this pattern. Let's go ahead and take it. But I'm not going to be taking the hair too much. Look at it. So now, go straight ahead. Have your clips. Use your clip to hold this one hair that you're not working with. This method, we don't need the rubber band. You understand? This method, we don't need the rubber band, neither we need the crochet. But the only thing that is related in this method is that you're still going to split this hair into 2. You're still going to split this hair into 2 in the sense that, watch this method. When you're doing this method is almost similar to the natural and traditional method. And you can still use this method to do one method of a knotless braid, which I'm going to send all those videos in for you to understand it. So now let's go ahead and do this. When we talk about people like, oh, they like that name, knotless braid. Let me tell you something. If you don't know how to do the normal braid, you cannot do knotless braid. So the best thing is that learn how to do your normal braid. When you know how to do your normal braid, knotless braid is just adding up hair into what you're doing. Take a small person, start the hair with your natural hair, then you start adding up hair to it. That is just the difference. But you need to know how to do this braid, the normal braid first, which is very important in doing hair. So now let's go ahead and grab our extension. Always make sure the extensions are the same level, the same sizes as what you're doing, the same sizes. You see what we have done so far? Look at the 2 we've done so far. They are the same size. That is very, very important. It makes your braid look neat. It makes your handwork become very perfect. If you know you want to use this as a business, which is good for you, you have to learn the tricks. You have to learn everything, the tips and the tricks about doing hair. Put your minds on it. If it's just you're learning it for your children, You can do anything on their hair until you improve, which is okay. But if you really want to go into it, start getting clients into it, you put your mind in it, because no client will want to pay you money and don't get the equivalent of what they have paid you for. They want the hair to look nice, right? Okay, so you're going to learn it perfectly. So now we split this hair into two as well. The one I have on my right hand, 2 times the one you have on your left hand, right? This is the bigger one and this is the smaller one, which is ratio 2:1. When you split this hair into 2 now, it's going to look like sharing something into 3. Your left hand have the bigger portion and the right hand have one of the portion. Take this one that have the bigger hair, put it. And this thing is applicable. This theory is applicable to every braid that you're doing. Since it's the smaller part of the braid, what are we going to do? Make sure you put it on the same length. Can you see it? Put it on the same length. When you put it on the same length, open the middle of the hair. See, we splitted this hair already. See it? Then you now split it into 2 again. Take that extension, the smaller part of it, place it in the middle. Watch this method. When you place it in the middle, I hope everybody can see it. When you place it in the middle like this, it's in the middle. What you're going to do, instead of using the rubber band to secure this hair, you're not securing the hair with rubber band. You're just going straight ahead to do a small plait on this. Look at it. Split this your hair into 3. Just run a small plait. Look at it. Split it into 3. Braid it down. Use a small plait to braid it down. This hair, I need to tighten up this hair a bit because this one is very, very slippery. The other one I'm even using is a little bit more matte than this one. This one is so silky. So now, let's go ahead. You braid it down a little bit. Watch this method. All this tradition, everything we're doing is because you're a beginner. And now we still need most of these things to do our hair. I will not tell you. Everything you've learned here as a beginner, you start up with it, you're still going to end up using it when you're a real professional doing hair, because you need all this method. There are some hair that needs you to use this style to do it. So if you've known it already, you don't have to bother yourself. You just, when you watch it and that's what they did, pin, you just go ahead, because I've done this several times. I know how to do. So now, when you've braided it down, what are you going to do now? Bring this one down. This is it. You've already done your part. Take the other section of the hair. You're going to be braiding this hair now. If you're a right-handed person, use your right hand to always start your braid first. If you're a left-handed person, don't, because I'm using my right hand, you're now going to be switching to your right hand. It's going to confuse you. Use your normal hand, the left hand that you're starting with, start it with. But for us, if you're a right-hand person, use your right hand to start your braid. So go ahead, take your left hand, position yourself very well, as I used to say. Take this braid, look at it. When you do this method of rubber band, which is related to rubber band, but there's no rubber band in it, it looks like the natural method. Take this one in the middle, place it in between like this. Look at it. You now have 3 sections. What are you going to do? You're holding it down with your thumb and your index finger. The next thing you're going to do, you start braiding your hair. Take this one on the right hand, bring it into the left. In. When you're starting, because normally beginners, they want to do above hair. No, when you're doing braids, you bring it down. Take it like this, bring it to the right. From your right hand, send it to the left hand. If you're finding it very difficult, you see what I did now? When I bring it to the left hand, I use one of the hands here to support it. Then you grab the next extension in the middle. Make sure it's secured. Take the one on your left hand, bring it into your right. You started braiding already. This method is absolutely simple. See, if you can do this method, in fact, it's related to the almost natural method that we do. You just go ahead and start braiding your hair. Very, very simple. Go ahead and start braiding. At this point, because you're a beginner, you don't need to split anything. If you get into braiding and you now feel like, oh, one side of the extension is having all the natural hair, okay, no, I don't want to have it like that, you split it. But when you're starting to learn, go ahead and do it the way I'm doing it, because it's not going to confuse you. The more it gets into your hand, the more you have an idea and techniques of your own to continue to do hair. So you just go ahead and braid the hair, but make sure that extensions are covering the natural hair. But in this occasion, you're not going to see too much, because we're using colors that is matching to the hair to do this hair. It's going to hide your secret a bit when you're doing this method. This method will hide your secret a bit, in the sense that it's black to black. But when you're using colored on black, that's when you know that you're going to hide it, and it will show really that you're hiding your natural hair under the extension. So which is called tucking down the hair, right? I don't want to be using big English for us as a beginner, but one thing I want to know is that let's hide our use our extension to hide the natural hair, right? So that we can understand it. Even if they wake you up on the sleep, you say, yes, I remember that anytime I'm doing braid, look at it. Look at the result of this braid. Can you see the result from the root? It's like you've inserted it naturally with the traditional method. Can you see it? This method is good. Now it's not having a rubber band. It's not, you're not needing a rubber band. You don't need a crochet on this method. All you have to do is just use, as the way you see me do it, just use a little bit of flats to hold it down. Then you start braiding your hair. It's going to help you. What that does is that it has already secured the hair from the root. That is the problem beginners have with this hair. But then if you keep going using this method, it's going to build it up to doing the natural method. Don't say, oh, because I don't know how to do the traditional natural method by installing the hair, I'm not going to braid. No, because the more you use all this method, it's going to help you speed it up on your braid first, because you need speed on your braid. You need to get speed on your braid when you're braiding. Like when you're a beginner, you start doing it like this, one step at a time. But when you start braiding, you do it like this, it's gone already. So if you don't know how to install the natural method, use this other method, then you continue to braid until you get used to it. So now we've done these 3 methods related to the rubber band method. Now let's ask a question before we move into the next section, because we're going to move into the next section related to the traditional and natural method of installing your extensions, which you don't need the rubber band. If you have any question on this, or you're not clear with anything, let me know on the comment section here before we move into the other section, because I don't want to come back to this again. Let's know if you have any question on this one. If you're clear with this rubber band method, we move on to the natural and traditional method. How do you do the smaller parts? Which of the smaller parts? Let me understand the question. Can you show it again? Which of the one I'm showing again? Because I've just showed 3 methods now. We did the first one with the rubber band. We did the first one with the crochet pin. We did the second one with the rubber band method on its own. Then we used the third one, no rubber band, like this small braids that they do at home. Oh, please, I don't understand. Is it like oh, the knotless? No, we are going to the knotless braid. I'm going to send a video on the knotless braid. You can understand it. So any day I have time, I'm going to come online. But the most important thing is learning how to do this braid. If you know how to do this braid now, you're not going to have problem. My problem is my speed. Yes. If your problem is your speed, what you need more is practice. Because you cannot watch it once and don't practice. Always go ahead and get your training head, buy it from TikTok shop. Don't write anything on my comment section. When I come on my second live, I'm going to advertise for those that want to buy it. I'm going to come up so that you can purchase your this thing from the TikTok shop. I have a TikTok affiliate account which I'm going to come up with to tell you. But you need your mannequin to do trainings. So if you have it at home, look at what we have done so far. We did all these practicals online. Can you see this hair? Look at it. Here I fill this up. This is the 3rd time or the 4th time we're filling up hair online. So if you want to really go into this business, or you want to know about hair, go ahead and do this. Look at how fine. Sometimes I find it very difficult to be losing this hair because they are really nice. You cannot put it on somebody's hair, but we're using it for practice, right? So you go ahead and do the same thing. If you know, I told Ifa Buchi, she's here now live. I said, if you know you really want to go into having clients for hair, if you can do your hair like this, and you're confident that you finish up these mannequins like this, my dear, go ahead and start printing your card and start making money, because you've already done a mannequin full hair like this. And the more you're doing it on the mannequin, the more you encourage, it helps you with your speed. When you just stay like this, don't leave. I have a problem with parting and sectioning. That's not a problem. The only thing about stay steady on the class. When I take this hair off, I used to explain to us how you can part your hair. So that's not a problem at all. When we start up this mannequin, I'm going to try this weekend and take everything off. That's why I'm not even coming tomorrow. I have an appointment tomorrow. Then I'm going to take all this hair off. When I take everything off, we're going to start from the beginning again. Then I'll show you how to part this hair, how to section it, going horizontally, taking it practically. I did everything so that you can be able to know these things. That is the most important things you know on doing hair. All this is, if you can still watch the videos, I have it on my page. Everything we've done so far, I used to send the videos in. If you go ahead and see it, how to part the hair, how to highlight your hair is there. You can still watch it. But then I'm going to take you live like this. When I take this hair off, next week, we're going to come up. Just put your notification on. Immediately I'm live, you're here to watch, because we're starting all over again. So why I digress into this is that the speed, when you want to get your speed, go ahead and fill up your mannequin with this, because you want to be serious with what you're doing. Fill it up, braid it, it will help you with your speed, and that's how it's good. Then you take it off again. You can as well take it off. Don't cut it, take it off. The way you take it off, the way it loosen your hair, lose it off, then you have your normal hair back into your mannequin. You can't be spending money all the time. So now they said I should do the last method I just did. If I may understand it, the last method I just did, to repeat it. Please, is it the last method or the first method before we go into the traditional method? The last method, this one that doesn't need. Thanks, Ma, for the teaching. Okay, you're welcome. This last one doesn't need the rubber band. Last one, Ma. Okay, yes. Let's go ahead. Because this last one doesn't need the rubber band. This last one doesn't need any crochet. You can just look like the natural way of installing your extension. If you can know that, it's good for you. So now, let's go ahead and do this. So now we're going to part this hair again. I'm going to take it a little bit. I'm not taking too much of this because this is not the hair we are using, but still I'm still trying my best to use it because this one is longer and is more slipperier, unlike the other one that I'm using for the training. So now let's go ahead and secure this hair with our clips. All the things you have to purchase now is you need your clips, you need your training head, you need your extension, which you can get extension everywhere to go ahead and start practicing. So now I'm going to get the extension. The extension, the way you take your extension, like the normal way. I saw somebody asking the question, like the normal way we do it at home. See, taking extension, it depends on you. Normally, my medium might be your micro. It depends on what you're doing. If you want a jumbo hair, you just feel that, okay, this extension, this size, when you do one of it, normally when you're doing for a client and you don't know the size that the client wants, it's a medium, try and do the first two braids. Show the client this one or this size. They now say, okay, the size, or already you have your sizes, because sometimes you might have your sizes braided down already. You just show them, they pick the size. You as a braider, you know what you want to do because you already know the sizes. But then if you don't have that pattern or the sizes already, just go ahead and braid two hair and say, oh, do you want this size or this size? They will tell you what they want. You continue to take your extensions like that, right? If you have a client that doesn't know how to grab this extension, that will be giving you different type of extension, it will make your hair look abnormal. Just go ahead and do it by yourself. Get a chair or a rack, put all this thing like 10 or 15, put it down. Before you finish braiding the 15, you have a pause a bit and put it down again. And you know when you're taking this hair, you know the sizes. When I take this size now, I know what it is. I grab another size, look at it, they are similar. That is how to grab your extensions. This one shouldn't be a problem, but then you learn everything because it's a beginner's class. I'll tell you how to do all those things. So now let's go ahead because we don't have too much time. So the more you come into classes, the more you learn. Don't think you waste your time because you learn different things every day. If Abuchi have been here since, each time she come here, she learn one thing. I know. If she will tell you on the comment section, you will know. Each time you come into the class, you must learn one thing. It's a must. Most of the things I didn't remember to say maybe the other time, it might come up on the next class. Then we'll just go ahead and say it. You grab it immediately and you know it. The more you practice, you get into it. So now this is the extension we are using. We're using the same size. This is the size. I'm coming up with my size. Look at my size I'm using here, which is my own medium. Yes, I will continue to come. That is good. Yes, I know. Thank you so much. And she have always been very helpful. Anytime she sees the videos, she reacts to the videos. because she's a good follower, and so as everyone, right? When you see the video coming, you react to it. If the system will know that, okay, you're part of the class, you react to the video, because that is all the things we've done online and pushing it out there for you to remind you about it, right? So thank you so much. Let's give this cheers to everyone. God bless you for your support as we're here. And the more you learn these things, the more you practice, the better you become. Yes, because now we cannot keep having only one brother in this world. You have to, other people have to come up. Other people have to come up, because the more women, we do hair every day. People do hair every day. It's not just one person. At one point, you say, oh, an appointment is booked up. Only you will be having 10 appointments at the same time. It's weighing down your body. Let other people too learn and let them have their appointments. It will be easier. It will go round. There's no point. So let's go ahead and take this extension. When you take this extension, you split this extension into ratio 2 to 1. This one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Meaning that when I share this hair on my left hand into 2, look at it, it's going to give you this. So anytime you're doing braids, remember ratio 2 to 1 from Grace Online. My name is Grace, as for those that are just coming. So now, meaning that this one you have on your left hand should be bigger than the one you have on your right hand. 2 times bigger than this. So now put it down. When you put it down, you now go ahead. We are doing the last method now from the natural method, which is even related to from the rubber band method, which is even related to the natural method. You see the difference now, because it's so. Go ahead and split this hair into 2. We've taken the portion of the hair, right? You brush it out. This one is very easy. The hair doesn't tangle at all because it's very smooth. So now you go ahead and split it into 2. When you split this hair into 2, look at it. Go ahead and split the hair into 2. Let me see what I'm doing. Split it into 2. See it? Split it into 2 like that. When you split it into 2, you take this one you have, make sure you put them on the same length. The reason is that when you're finishing your braid, so that everything will be on the same length as a beginner. Most people that knows how to do hair, the more you get into this hair, thank you so much for your support and everything. God bless you all. The more you do hair, the more you get techniques that will match your own hand. You see all this method that we're bringing in, is somebody that have tried it. They try to manipulate one thing or the other. It now become a method for every one of us. So when you keep doing it with your hands, the more you do it, the better you become in it. The more you have that technique that gets into your hand. As far as it works for you, all we need is that your braid should be smooth, your braid should be clean, and your braid should be secured on the roots. That is just it. So now you go ahead and do what? Place this in the middle of it. Watch it. Watch it. This method is the last method related to the rubber band method. When you place it in the middle like this, you go ahead. Instead of using the rubber band, when we do the first 2, we use the rubber band to secure it like this. Now we're not going to use the rubber band. You're just going to do a little bit of plaits. All these are beginners friendly. Look at it. Split the hair into 3. Plait it down. What you're doing now, you're plaiting this extension, you're securing this extension down just a little bit. The more you do all these things, very soon you get used to it, and you now start braiding your hair naturally. We are still moving up to the natural method. Just watch. We are moving up. When you braid it down like this, look at it. Just braid it down a little bit, not too much. Then you bring it down. What it has done now, it has already secured this hair for you to the point that it's not going to be giving you problem when you're installing your extension. Go ahead and take the other hair that is 2 times bigger. When you go ahead and take the hair that is 2 times bigger, you put it on the same length as well. Make sure, hold it with your right hand. This is my right hand. Hold it with your right hand. When you hold it with your right hand, go ahead, take your left hand. Okay, let's go ahead and adjust the TikTok. Let's be on the same level. Let's be on the same level. So when we're on the same level, it's easier. It's easier. So now, yes. So now you have this one on your right hand. When you have it on your right hand, use your left hand. Thank you so much and God bless you. Please don't put too much emojis there. Thank you and God bless you all. I really appreciate it. Let's give a clap. Let's give this cheers to everybody that is supporting this live. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much and God bless you. So now you hold this. When you hold this with this hand, use your left hand. When you take your left hand, grab this hair. Let me adjust this mannequin a bit so that we can all see it. Grab this hair with your left hand. Then you now take this one on your right hand, place that hair here. When you place it, use your thumb and your index finger. This is my thumb and that my index finger. Use it to hold the hair down. When you hold it down, you now have 3 sections. The next thing you're going to do, take your right hand. If you're a right-handed person, take this and put it in under. When you're braiding, bring it in like this, like this. You see, don't take it above. You cannot do braid like that on this occasion, but we normally do hair like that. Take this one, bring it down. Then you now grab this one, hold it. Take this other one on your left hand, bring it into the right. In. When I say in, you're taking underneath. You grab this one in the middle, hold it. Then you start braiding your hair. These hair are easy because you don't have to flip your hands. When I come to the natural method, you see the difference. The natural method and traditional method, which I sent a video like that this morning as well, it will take you flipping your hands. But on this method, that is why I say they are very easy to use. You don't have to flip your hands. Now, this point, I'm not really elaborating on this now because you're using black, but I have to tell you about it. Always let your extensions cover your natural hair when you're doing any braids. What it does is that it makes your braid become very clean, neat, and it will last longer. Because if your natural hair is popping out on your braid, within 1 week, the braid will get old. Watch it or you try it and see what I'm trying to explain. But when you use the extension to hide your braids, it makes it last longer. When you use the extensions to hide, like what I'm doing now, but for this one, you will not notice it that much because we're using black on black. When next week, I'm going to go back to the colored hair. When you're practicing, try and practice with colored because you're going to be seeing the difference between the natural hair and the extension. So it will make you use the extensions to hide the natural hair. Let's say for instance we're using red on this practice now. I'm going to be seeing the difference between red as we have on the other mannequin. But this one you're using black on black. It's not really telling you, it's going to hide your secret on this one. This one is going to hide the secret. You're not going to see the hair. So but then if you're using a colored hair, it's going to show you. Look at it. We've done it now. Very, very easy. You see, easy to install. Looks like the natural, but this method is the last method of the rubber band method, which doesn't require rubber band, and it doesn't require what? It doesn't require crochet pin. Okay, that is it. So now we have done this part. The next thing we are going to move into, I hope this is clear enough. If it's not clear enough, we are going to be sending videos. Keep watching the video. Each time I put videos out, you see it. It will remind you of what you have been doing in the class. And you keep practicing. Even if you don't have time and you want to practice anytime, go back to the videos. It will remind you of what you have seen online that we have done. You quickly get it and you go ahead and be doing it. So now let's go ahead and do the natural method. You see, while you're learning, now that we are learning, I didn't put any shine and jam on this hair. And my hair is secured. So it's good to use your shine and jam, which will make your work extra neater. But then, if you learn without it, it will make you feel confident that my hair is secured under the roof already without the shining jam. Do you know that shining jam will help you? When you put it on it will make you grab all the hair together. But as a beginner, you will not notice it that whether your hair is, if you keep using it from the beginning and now they ask you to do hair without the shining jam, you notice the difference between your hair. So when you're learning, learn without it first. When you get to that point where you know that your confidence of yourself, you can add it. This is it here. I have a pot of it here. I mostly don't use it because I will ask the clients that are here, because most people, they get irritated with these things. When you put it on their hair, they are itchy. Yes. Some people is good for them. So you ask first before you go and put that shining jam on somebody's hair. When they put it and it start itching, all your effort on that hair that day is like, it's gone. Because when the person start itching the hair, all the hair start taking off from the root. They are not happy with the hair. So ask them first, are you itchy? Are you the type that gets itchy when you have cream on your hair, shine and jam on your hair or anything? If they say yes, don't put it. Braid the hair like that. Look at all my videos. I don't braid it. All I will use is a mousse. When I finish, I'll go ahead and use mousse. Let me see if I can. I'll go ahead and add mousse to the hair. This mousse, when you finish the hair without the shining jam, it's help the hair to hold. It's a mousse. It's called mousse. Look at it. So the more you go into this hair, the more you learn a lot of things. So learn in the right way, which I'm teaching you right in the right way. So now let's go ahead and do the natural method. So the natural method, traditional method we are going to do, we have 3 types of it that I'm going to be teaching you online. So these 6 methods, go ahead and try these 6 methods. If you're a beginner already, don't let anything be on your way. Go ahead and try the rubber band method. If you've been trying up your best and you've gone past that stage of a beginner, go ahead and use the traditional methods. Then they have 3 types. Whichever one that is okay for you, go ahead and use it, because when you go into business with this hair, most people will not want rubber band on their hair. We're only using it in this time for you to learn, and for maybe for the children or kids that want rubber bands on their hair, you go ahead and use it. Let's do this one now. So with this method, we have 3 types of methods related to this method. I'll use the clip to hold this hair. I have the 3 methods related to this, but this first method we are going to do now is that you're going to take your extension. When I look at the hair, we already sectioned it. Let's go ahead and grab our extension. This is easy as well. When you're doing the most professionals, that is this method they use all the time. Watch it, then you compare what you see online, that is what most people are using. It doesn't really matter what method you use. Why we are doing all this method, because when you try the method, most people, they find it very easy to do certain method. Go ahead and continue to use the method. All we are after is that make sure the hair is secured on the root, and make sure your braids are neat. That is the 2 things. And increase your speed by practicing. That is hair for you. So now I've taken this extension. As you can see, this extension, you go ahead and split it into 2. With this method, we're going to cross our extension. When we are doing all this rubber band method, there's no time we cross the extension. You see the way we did it. But this method are related to traditional method and natural method. We are going to cross it. Now I've splitted my extension into this ratio. This one on my right hand is 2 times the one I have on my left hand. What are we going to do next? Go ahead and cross it. Some people say they don't know how to cross this hair. Look at it. I've crossed it. Now that I've crossed it, can you see these 3 hair together? They look the same. That is why that other one is smaller. By the time you join it together, because we need only 3 strands to do our hair, it will not make it equal. This is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one. They look the same, because when you're braiding, you want all the 3 strands to look the same. That is why this other one on my right hand is smaller than this other one. So when you join it together, it gives you the same size, because we need only 3 strands to do it. So let's go ahead and do this method. So I'm holding this hair now. Well, on this method, just watch this method. On this method, we are not going to be flipping our hands on this one. Just go ahead, look at the way I'm holding this extension. See the smaller part of it. Look at the way I'm holding it. Then you now go ahead. Use your left hand. Let me turn this so everybody to be able to see it. I hope everybody can see all this method. I hope everybody can see this. Oh, God. Yeah. So now you go ahead and take this. Hold this extension. This is my right hand. This is my left hand. This is my left hand. Go ahead and hold this with your left hand. When you hold this with your left hand, take this one, the extension on it, place it and hold it with your thumb and index finger. When you hold it with your thumb and index finger like this, look at it. Then you now take your right hand. Look at the way I'm holding it. I'm holding it in the middle like this, with the hair, with my thumb and my index finger. I told you that thumb and index finger, they play a vital role when you're doing hair. So you go straight ahead, take this one with your right hand, plait it. Watch this method. Watch this method. Go ahead, you plait the first one, then you plait the second one. When you plait the second one like this, what are you going to do? Bring your hands out. Your left hand is out like this. Put it in between. Watch this method. They are very simple. So now, this is the extension. You now open your palm. Take your right hand, separate this hair and the extension in the middle like this. Split it into 2. Can you see it? The next thing is to do, you start braiding. Do this. When you do this, hold it and take this one on your left and bring it in. Very, very simple method. This method is the simplest among the traditional method. This method is the simplest. You see, I've started braiding already. Very, very simple. That is what most people use, and it works because it's very, very simple. Even me that have been training, I don't use this method, but then since I started training, I find out that this method is simple method to do the traditional method. I'm going to show you after I secure this braid now, then you know what I mean. So if you know is this method that is okay for you, go ahead and use it. I've sent several videos about these different methods to remind us how to do this method. So you go ahead and do this method. Let's give cheers to everybody supporting this live. If you know and you're here that you're supporting this live, the more you support, the more you share to the live and let other people come in. The more you like what you're doing, the more it's going to help us for other people to come in as well. Let me show you what we've achieved so far. Look at it. See it? Very, very secured. Natural method, you see the way it is, secured and nice. Can everybody see it? Secured and nice. Secured and nice. Go and try these methods. So look at it, it's very, very secure. That's the first method from the natural method. So without wasting much of our time, we are going to do the next one related to the traditional and natural method. Then when I do the three of them, you can now ask me one question. Only one question I'm going to take from the three when I finish it, because I don't have enough time. I have to pick the kids from school. So let's go ahead and do the next one. When I do the next one, yeah, you're going to see it. Let's do the next one. So this next one now is also the traditional and natural method of installing your extension. But with this one, we only need the hair to be the third strand. This hair, I've always wanted to learn how to braid in extension times. Yes, there's a lot you learn on this. When you see this method we show now, in fact, immediately like today now, when you're watching us, go and try it. You just braid hair straight away, because all these methods are very easy and simple methods to get into braiding. All you need, when you know how to install the braiding, go ahead and start practicing more to increase your speed. As for installing the extension, when you're in this class once, you've already learned what you have to learn, and that is it. So now we have this one, this hair ready. Then I'll grab my extension. With this extension, let me watch what I'm doing on this method. This extension, you're having the same size of extension that we're using already. This is a medium size of extension. But with this method, you're not going to split this extension into two. Look at the extension. I'm not splitting this extension into two when I'm doing this method. It's not going to be splitted into two. I'm going to hold this method like this because I've already told you from the beginning that this hair is going to be the third strand. If you have a short hair, you cannot use this method. If you have a very short hair like this, you cannot use this method. You can go ahead and use the rubber band method, or you use the normal traditional method to grab the hair from the roots, which is the last one that we're going to do. I'm going to show you. Let's go ahead and tap. Thank you so much. So the more we like the video, the more the system is going to know that, oh, we like what we're doing here, and it's going to bring more people in for them to come and learn. Somebody just put on the comment section, oh, I've been looking for where to learn how to do hair. Yes, for the braiding part of it, that is why I come up live. Everybody needs to know how to do these things. If you have children at home, you'll be able to do their hair. It's not that everything you have to stand in minor things like this. You'll be calling braiders to come and do your hair. You would travel for 4 hours to only do 4 strands of hair. What is it for? That you can do by yourself. So learn all these things to help you to like do your kids' hair, manage to do their things. If I'm not saying you should not go to the braiders if you know you don't have the capability, but there are some things you need to learn for yourself to help your children. They will be happy that, oh, my mom did this hair for me. She only packed it and she did 4 strands of hair for me. That joy is there with your mother, and to help you and your kids to bond a lot. I do my kids' hair. I don't think they would even let anybody do their hair. Each time they just bring different styles. I like your wig. Thank you so much. God bless you. So now this is the hair. Let's give this chest to everybody supporting this, right? Let's be quick because the time is going. Most mothers will go and pick their children from school at this point. Let's just be quick. So this method, now we are holding this method. Now this hair, I'm not splitting this hair. I told you, I'm not splitting this hair. It's going to be, this middle is going to be the third strand. Let's place it like the way we place it. Put it there and hold it with your thumb and index finger. This method is simple to get into braiding. When you hold it, you just go ahead, take your right hand, bring this one in to the left hand, use this hair. This normal hair is a straw strand. You move it to the right, secure it, take your extensions on the left hand, bring it into the right. You've already started your braiding. This method is simple, but the only thing about this method is that when you braid it 1, 2, look at the hair. Look at the natural hair. We are not going to continue to use this natural hair to braid this hair. What are we going to do on this occasion? Go straight, because we didn't split this extension into 2. Go and borrow some extension here, which is the right of this one in the middle. Take it a little bit, take it, put it, take this one here, add a little bit, bring it to this middle. Then now you now have extensions into this hair. At this point, because you're a beginner, you don't want to split the natural hair. Go ahead and do this hair. But when you get into braiding, even the natural hair, you can braid this hair once and not split the natural hair to other people. I don't want to complicate issue. Let's go ahead and braid this matter. The more you get into braiding, the more you understand this. Let's leave it to this level as a beginner's class. So you go ahead and continue your braiding. You see what I've done here? Now, the hair now have all the extension, but make sure that the extensions is covering the natural hair, any braids that you're doing. So go ahead and braid this down. So with this method, the hair is always the top strand, which is good for hair that is lengthy. If your hair that is not lengthy, you cannot use this method. If the hair that is short, very, very short like this, you cannot use this method. Go ahead and use the rubber band method, or the last method I'm going to show you now, which is the normal traditional method that we're going to be using to do the hair. So let me do this hair first and braid it down. Now, for this color that we use today, there's no more, because this is going to be hiding your secret. If you're using black extension on black hair like this, my dear, it's easier because you're not going to notice anything much, because they blend into each other. They blend into each other. Thank you so much for your support, for liking the video. God bless you. See, look at it. Can you see it? I've braided this hair now. Can you see it? Do you see what we've done so far? Beautiful. All these are related to the natural methods. But then the main natural method we're going to do, which everybody is doing, I'm going to show you the last one, which most people find very difficult. I sent in a video this morning. It's a natural method video that you just grab it into the root. Most people find it very difficult, but then with this class, it's not going to be difficult. The more you practice, the more you get into it. Let's quickly do it. If there's any question, we'll use the remaining time to answer the question, but if not, we're going to call it a day after doing this practical. Then we'll meet next week. Then we have done something so far. I'm going to show you what we did for those that have just come late. Let's take this one. The last one is this. Let's go ahead and do this last one. I'm trying to be speedy now so that we can save time. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome to this class. In this class, we do braids. We learn how to add extensions into our normal natural hair, which is really okay for us to learn, and which is very important. What time is the class? It's normally starting 12 p.m. UK time. Please follow the live and get a notification, because these days now, normally I used to come Monday to Friday back to back, but now I started college as well and I have to pick the children up school. So this day when I show up, especially on Thursdays, you always see me on Thursdays, number one, but other days 12 p.m. UK time, just note it. When you have that notification, you're there, just get ready anytime. You will see me. But it's normally 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time, Monday to Friday. So that all mothers that are here could be able to pick their kids off. If you have to pick it, like me, I have to pick the children off and round up everything, make sure I'll go and get them from school. So now this is the braid and the size of extensions that we're doing, right? So the next thing we're going to do, you go ahead and split this hair into 2. I'm coming. Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much. So this is it. You're having ratio 2 to 1. Ratio 2 to 1. Can you see it? When you have the ratio 2 to 1 like this, it means that this one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. This is the traditional normal method that everybody like, oh, I find it very difficult. But apart from that, if you don't know how to do this method yet, please, one of these methods, go ahead. When you try the 6 of the method, you must find one that will be okay for you. Go ahead and be braiding. Go ahead and increase your speeds in braiding. It will help. So now, what next are we going to do? We're going to cross this hair. Somebody was saying, I don't know how to cross it. Look at it. When you have the extension splitted in this way, This one on my right hand should be the smaller. The one on your left hand should be 2 times bigger like this one. Then what you have to do, take this one that is smaller, place it on top of it like this, then you cross it. Bring this one to this side, then you bring this one to the other side. Look at it, it's crossed. Why it's crossed? I'm late. Oh, sorry about that, but then no problem. There's no time. You still always catch up the class. It's just that let me finish before I show you what we've done so far. But then we are going to repeat it next week again. I didn't finish it so that we use the other parts to do the other practicals next week. But I'm going to send the videos in. For you to see what we have done. So now look at this hair. Have you seen it? I've crossed it. Now for me, I'm going to be holding these extensions on one hand. Other people, if you know already that you're used to holding your extension and install your hair, please, and it works for you, continue that way. Don't because I'm flipping this hair, except you want to learn it because it's helping you when you're doing hair. It's make it very, very fast. You just do like this. You see what I've done now? It didn't take me, it didn't even come up to seconds, right? But then I will teach you how I cross it, because if you have not crossed this hair in your hand before, you think it's easy like that to not do this. You see the way I just did it? When you're doing hair, you just do this. You go straight to the hair and install it. Simple. But now let me show you how to cross this hair. I'm going to explain it once. If you didn't get it once, I'll put it on the video because we're working with time now. The next time when we come into the class, remind me, put it on the comment section that you want to see me do it again. There's no time we don't do it again because we do our 6 method all the time. Yes, let me go ahead and put TikTok onto the same level so that we can be on the same platform. Let's be on the same level now. Yeah, resume. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now you're going to hold this extension. Look at the extensions. Look at my hand. This is my right hand, as you can see over there. Because sometimes when you're watching me, you think this is my left hand. That is why I keep showing now this is my right hand, because you're using your right hand. When you practice this thing, get extension and practice it at home. Practice it. This is my right hand. You take this one that you've crossed. Look at the way I cross it. Hold this other smaller part with your right hand. Thumb and index finger. Thumb, index finger. We use our hands to do hair. This is the thumb. This is the index finger. This is our middle finger. This is our ring finger. This is the last pinky or little finger. That is this one. So most importantly, these two hands, they play vital roles. Then other hands are supporting hands when you're doing hair. Watch when you're doing hair. These two hands, they play vital, which is the thumb and index finger. They play real vital roles in hair. When you're picking up hair, they are the one hair that is picking it first before you do it. So now you're going to hold, as you're going to flip this extension, hold this one with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. This is my left hand. Since it's my thumb and index finger as well, grab one of the section here with your thumb and index finger on your left hand. Take this other strand that is remaining. This is my 3 hands on the left hand. Look at the way it's flipping. Put it there. Use it to grab and hold out one. You see it? Use this one. Put it there and hold it, supporting. Now, when you're holding it, you don't have to let it just wobble like this. Make it firm a bit. When it's firm like this, it's easier for you to cross this hand. Watch my right hand. I'm only moving my right hand. Take the middle finger on your right hand. Place it like this on this hair. When you place this, you twist your right hand. See, my left hand is still holding the way it's holding this hair firm. It's not moving anywhere. When you twist it, you're going to bring your index finger. I told you my index finger. Put it on this hole. When it comes into this hole like that, that is it. You hold it on one hand. You see it? The extension will be hold on one hand. You see this one that is on the index finger? That is the one you're going to grab first when you're doing the natural and traditional method. Most people have a way of holding their extensions, which is absolutely okay. But for me, I hold my extension like this, and it's very quicker for me when I'm doing hair. So now, the next thing you're going to do, this is the hair we're working with. This is the hair we're working with. Look at the hair we're working with. You take it. When you hold it, hold this extension, your natural hair with your left hand. I'm holding my natural hair with my left hand. Take your right hand with the extension, place it on it like this. Open your hands like this. Look at this. Open the small hand like this. Hold it. Grab it. Go and try this hair. Because the more I show you here, if you don't practice it, it will not get into your hands. You always practice it. See, my left hand is free, and I'm just holding this extension with my hand, and I'm using a corner of the hand with the tips to hold the natural hair as well. What are you going to do? Take your left hand, split this hair. Take this one first. Look at it. Split this natural hair. Take the smaller part of it first. Grab this extension. This is the extension on top of my index finger. Grab it together. Bring it in. You see, first step. That is the first step. See my index finger. This is my index finger shaking. Bring the index finger in between the natural hair and come here where you have the hair that is separated. See where my hand is coming out from. When it comes like this, you use this hand, index finger, to grab that one. Leave your hand. Then you now take this one. Hold it this way. Secure it. You see? Start braiding. When you secure it, make sure, this is where people have problem. Secure it a bit, but not too tight. You see the way I'm braiding it securely. When I braid it up to like 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, you see the way I do it. You now, on this method, you have to flip your hands. You can't continue to braid this hair this way. What you're going to do now, do this. See my hand, do this. You come and do this like this. Flip it. Flip the hair and the extension. In that position, you where you're going to be braiding the hair. I see the difference. The difference between them is that this one have the natural hair. See it? That is why it's good to use a colored hair to teach, because you see it immediately. Now you're not even see the difference, but this is my natural hair. You have it on the extension. This is my natural hair. You have it on this extension in the middle. This is my natural hair. You have it on the. This is my natural hair. You have it on the left. The difference between this method is that this traditional natural method that you secure the extension from the root of the hair, splitting the hair into 3 equal parts. Start braiding them. That's just the difference. So, but then other methods are there for you to do it. But this method is been long, traditional. That's how they call it, traditional and natural method. It's been long for a long time. So most people are finding it difficult. That's why all these methods come into place. Yes. So now let's go ahead. Thank you so much. God bless you all for coming, for supporting. Let's go ahead and finish our braid. But always make sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair. But on this occasion, even it's still hiding my own secrets too, because you will not see it, because they are all black. But then when you're doing your hair, always use your extensions to cover your natural hair, because it makes the hair last longer. So let's continue to braid the hair. When I finish this braiding, you're going to tell me on the comment section now which one do you want me to repeat one more time. Just have few minutes before we go and for today. So just go ahead, tell me one of the method out of this 3 natural method I've just done now. Which of the method is not clear to you and you want me to repeat it now? Then I'm going ahead to do that before we call it a day for the class. Let me see on the comment section. Go ahead and type it, or if you're clear with it, that will be for it today. We'll just go ahead and show you what we've done earlier on. The last one. Yes, the last one is what everybody wants to do. Yes, look at it. Very nice and secure. It's not far away from all this, but the difference is that you take it from the root. Look at it. You take it from the root. Very secure with the hair. And it rhymes. Now, I'm using a black extension. Now, you won't even notice I put extension. Did you notice? You didn't notice because I took this hair from the root. They rhyme to each other. This is what I'll be explaining before, that if you're not using color and you're using color that is rhyme to the hair, when you're doing the natural method, you will not notice that you have extension on it. This one now, if nobody tells you that I put extension on it, you will not know. Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. So now I'm going to repeat the last one. We are not going to say too much drama on it. Just watch me straight away to do it. But then if you miss it and you don't understand, no problems. We still have to come in the class, or we send videos. The videos tomorrow morning, I'm going to send videos in that will support us to start doing our practice. Or you can go into the page and watch the video. We've done previous things. We've done a lot of things on this live. If you watch the live, the pages, in fact, before you know it, you get into here, because everything you need, I need a maid for work in Sweden. Oh my God, please, this is not here for advertisement. Don't put anything advertising here. Please. We're only here for hair. I don't want TikTok to start with their problem. Just go ahead. If you want to put it on your own page, not on my page, please. Thank you about that, and sorry. It's not as if I'm rude. People that are here know what we'll be facing. Anytime you put things on the comment section that is not related to this, it's not really good. Thank you so much. Start the product. Thank you for coming. God bless you. So because now we need to follow the guidance and the rules of the platform we're using so that we can be able to use it. And it pains me sometimes. The other time when people start putting different things on the section, they just restrict us. Before you know, you're disturbing other people that are here to learn, which is not good. Yeah. So let's follow their guidance. If you need a mate, put it in your own TikTok section. Your own followers will see it as well, or you share it, but not on this page. We only do hair here. Ask me any question related to the hair, let's do it, because they will think we're using this page for advertisement. I'm not advertising anything. I'm just here to teach you what I know would help. Yes, and that is just it. So now let's do the last one again. Then I'll show you what we did from the beginning. Then we'll call the class a day and see you all off. I'll try and take this hair off. This is all. I'll send in all the videos for this. Go and watch it. Watch how to end the hair of the hair. Different methods of ending it. I did it on the video. I'll post them. Go ahead and react to it. Watch it. It will help. So now let's do the last one. And before we leave, if you're just joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. For those that have been here in the class, they know the rules of this class. They know. And they too know that when it comes to that point now, everybody will start running here and there. No platform. They restrict you. We can't be here again. I don't want that to happen. So let's go. Let's just do our thing gently with these 2 hours and leave. Leave TikTok and their rules on their own. Follow their rules and don't disobey them. Thank you so much for that, and God bless you. Let's give this cheers to everybody that have taken it on board and take note of that. So thank you so much. So now let's go ahead and do this last one. When we do this last one, which is the natural method, I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to flip it on my hand. You go ahead and try this. We're not going to say too much on this because I've explained it before. I'll just go ahead, split it on this method, cross it. You watch me as I'm doing it. You go ahead and cross it. You go ahead and hold this in your hand. It's very simple when you know how to do this. You see what I've just done now. That is what took me almost 1 minute something to be explaining. But then if you know how to do it, you just like flip it. It won't take you seconds. Simple. So now let's go ahead. As I'm holding it on my hand like this, you see this one falling, one of the extensions falling on the index finger. That's the one you grab first when you're doing it. I'm holding the extensions on one hand. Most people, they have their form of holding their extension, which is working for them. But if you're just a beginner, you want to learn this method, go ahead and learn it. When it gets used to you, that is just part of you. You go ahead and be using it. So now this hair, because I'm not even stressing much on combing it, but I will have to do it because let it be our normal way that when you're doing hair, always comb the hair. But this hair is too fine that it's too slippery. There's no tangleness in this one. So let's go ahead and install this hair. So when you do this, you hold your extension on one hand. Take your left hand. You're holding it on the right hand. Use your left hand. This is my left hand. Go ahead and grab this hair. When you take it, place this one on top of this. When you place it, holding it, release your left hand. Release your left hand. Then you go and take this your left hand, split this natural hair. Look at it. You split this natural hair. Hold these parts because you're going to split that hair into 3. This is one part of it. Go ahead and grab this hair extension that is on top of your index finger because you're holding your extension on one hand. Take your index finger. Look at your index finger on your left hand. This hand that is wobbling, you see it. Put it in between this hair and this one. Look at it. In fact, when you're trying this hair, you understand it. It has it. You bring it like this. Then you now hold it. Release your right hand. Come here and grab this one first. Secure it. This is the part whereby you have to secure this hair. Don't just let it stay like that. Secure it, but not too tight. This is where people have problem. Secure it, because if you don't secure it, you find out that the hair is going to be wobbling on the scalp. When you secure it, braid it like 2 or 3 times. On this occasion, you're going to flip your hands. You do your hand like this, like this. Take it like this. Turn the braids. You turn the braid to face up. Then you now continue to braid. That is just it. Very, very simple. This is most simplest and most difficult part of the hair for beginners. But if you get used to it, It's going to be very, very simple for you. But then we've done 6 methods today that you have to practice with. Go ahead and practice it from the rubber band method. Do the 6 method. Go ahead and do the 6 method. When you do the 6 method, you're going to understand how to braid this hair. One day, your hair is braided, and that is it. You go ahead and continue to use this. So my gladness is that when you start practicing and know this is going to be easy. For those that we are going to be having extra classes to, I'm going to send this thing across. If you know you're interested, send me your number on the DM. I'm going to send a WhatsApp when we start that. But it's not going to be free. But then you're going to go advance more deeper into hair. But then with this one, I want you to learn it because it's going to be simple. When you come into the class, you're not going to be like beginner. We can't start doing all these things all over again. No, this part of it is the most important part of it. So we've braided it. Look at it. Look at the result. Now you see. Very, very nice and secure. That's the natural, traditional method of doing the hair. Yes. So now, before we start, if you know you are here, you're late today, we did this braid online here. Can you see it? Now we did this tool, which I'm going to use this part to explain to us the next time. This one we did as well here. Look at it. It looks like this is the Ghana braid. You see how beautiful this hair is? The Ghana braid is nice. It's nice. It's nice. Even me that did this is really nice. And I did it on mannequin. When you do it on your hair, it's going to come out more nicer than this. Oh, I missed this part. Yes, that's fine. So, but then we are going to, before we start our class, on Monday, I'm going to take those hair off because we're going to use our normal hair to train. I'm not used to this hair, but I'll try my best with this hair because this one is long and slippery. This one that we always use is more matte, not too silky. Look at it. I'm going to take all this hair off, then we'll start using this hair for our practice. So now, when we start, I'm going to do this method first. Show you how to do this method like a stitch braid, kind of. Simplest way. You're not going to add extension into it. We're going to put the extensions into the hair using the crochet pin. For those that started the class with us today, they've seen what we have done. They are going to try it. But then if they try it and they didn't get it that fine, when we repeat it, they will learn it more by next week. So now this is the method. Then this one, I showed you example of how to do the Ghana braid by installing the hair. They have different methods. The hair is too wide, but then if you know the main things, it will move you up. Yes, even if they bring one style today, immediately I watch it now, you just know it because you've known the most important thing I'm teaching for you online now. So now let's go ahead. Next week we're going to do this part. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it like this. We're going to do this part. So this is the end of our class today. If you have any questions or you want me to bring you up, if you want to say anything, please put on the comment section. I can invite people. Let me just invite us for like few minutes. If you have anything to say, invite for like 10 minutes before we go and get the kids from school. Let's go ahead. That's our normal way of doing things. Then we can be able to express our mind in the class. My mission, which is going to still take place in the future, the more we grow, the more other people will have more followers. They can be able to show up online. When they be able to show up online, it's easier for them to show me what they've been practicing all this while. I'm sending all the invitation. Accept it and show up. 1 minute, I would. Yes, I'm going to let you talk. Oh, no. Okay. Yes, the few people that have come up. If you have anything to say, if you know you learned something today, with just few 1 minute, say something. Let me shine. Let me mute you. The baby is there, even contributing to us already. Thank God. So let's start with start the product. Hey, if you have something to say, hello, sis, how are you? How have you been? Go ahead.
Good, thank you. I've learned. I always learn in this platform.
Yes.
You know, the other style is because of the social media, but I have to show you the video, the one I did for my daughter.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So, but then I want to see all those things now, because today, put those hair, even if you can snap it on the phone, have it when we come online, show you when you bring your, because you have more than 1,000, you can show live. Let's other people, but it's going to encourage other people by learning. That is what this thing does in the class. And when they show me what they have done, people think, oh, it's true, you can learn online here. Most people don't believe that you can learn here. They think most people will believe, oh, they want it physical, which is okay because everybody have different ability. But then if you put your minds in it, you can learn online here very, very well. So next time when you're coming to the class, please put it on the your phone. You just show, oh, this is what I've done, I've learned so far with my daughter. It will help other people, encourage them. Thank you so much. So the shine, let's give round of applause to start the product. You see that she's learning a lot and she started doing her daughter's hair, which I'm happy about. That is the purpose of it. We mothers, most times the money they charge you to do minor things that you can do, if you have occasions and you know you want a special stylist to do it, is a different case. You just want to do styles that your child will be going to school every week. You'll be running helter-skelter, going appointments, sitting in the salon for 10 hours, and that time you just use it to do your child's hair at home, and that's it. So that is the reason why I'm here. So, and for most people that want to go into business for it, let them take it serious. The more you learn here, you start taking clients and you're good to go. So let's go ahead. Thank you so much. Start the product and God bless you for your contribution. Shine, I'm seeing that name for the first time. Let's give her opportunity to say, but then, do you have anything to say, Shine? Even if you don't have camera to come up, you can be able to speak. Just release your microphone and say something. But if not, we'll move on to Ifabuchi. Shine, is she there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, thank you so much. Please, do you have anything to say or any contribution?
Hello.
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, thank you. I really learned a lot here. But the thing is, I want to learn, like personally. I don't know how the price.
No, you just send me your this. I'm going to send because here on TikTok we don't talk about all these things here. Just send me your phone number. We'll take it up from there. I'm going to send WhatsApp messages to everybody that is interested to further up. So, but on TikTok here, you see that it's a free class that we're doing. You send it on my DM. On my TikTok there, just on the message side, send me, hello, this is my name and that's my number. Then I'll take it off from there because we're going to be having class whereby you can show me what you're doing, everything we'll talk about it, where you have to improve on like what's doing it online here. So I'm setting up things. That is why you see me this time, because it's not easy to set those things up. By the time we start now, it's going to be easy for everybody. Just go ahead and join if you want to join. So now, thank you so much and God bless you. But for this one that we are doing online, please put it in your mind. Be serious about it so that it's going to be easier for you to get into the next level. This one's, all these 6 methods we are doing to put braid, that's very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. Even if you're coming to the class, please learn this. Even if it's free class, but that's the most important things you have to learn anyway. Learn it before you come into the class, then you further up. Thank you so much and God bless you. Let's give cheers to Shine for her contributions. Let's go ahead, Mrs. Ifabuchi. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and speak to us, please.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, ma.
Thank you so much. I've seen your handwork. You have always responded to the videos. Always coming up, even on Facebook. Thank you so much, on TikTok and everywhere. Thank you and God bless you. So go ahead and say your contribution, please.
Thank you, ma. No, I just want to say thank you. Even if I learn how to braid my hair, I will continue to come because each day I come, I learn something.
Exactly.
Even if I'm perfect, even if I'm professional, I will continue to come.
Yes.
So to learn more.
Yes.
I sent you a message on WhatsApp.
I'm going to check it. I'm going to reply you later. Yes.
Yeah, I made my hair. That was on Sunday.
Wow.
Because my baby is still small. She's not up to 1 year, so I can't do a lot for her.
No. Just do the normal bubbles on her hair. Put bubbles on her hair. Yes. The more she grow up, the better it is, right? But you can, if she have hair, you can do ponytail for her. Just use shining jam and just pack her hair. Put all those things on the tip, protective style. Which I'm still going to come here to show us few protective style that you can do on your kids' hair. Quick one. When you pack it up with rubber bands, use this thing and just gel it up, then you do the tips, make it look nice for the kids all the time. So yeah, thank you so much. Let's give this chest to her. God bless you all. So thank you, everyone. I really appreciate your support when we're on live here, sharing the videos, liking the videos. I saw somebody. Is he live? Hello? Okay, no. She's just popping up. So now all the support are really grateful. May God bless you all, protect us, and keep us as we continue to learn. Whatever our desire is to come up to this life to learn, we're going to get it. If you're here to learn for your children, you're going to start doing your children hair. If you're here to learn for yourself, you're going to start doing your hair. If you're here to do business with it, you're going to, the more you practice, you're going to start getting clients. If Abuchi, very soon, start getting clients. Take it step by step. As you're at home nursing your baby, you're not losing a lot. Anytime you have fees compliant into, even if it's children hair, now start doing it and start getting some cash. You see the difference. The more you do these things, the better you become. Because I've seen what you have done so far. You're ready to go. So thank you so much. God bless you all. We'll be seeing next week, because I will try and take this hair off. I'm going to send all the videos. If you want to have different ways of doing the tips of the hair, 5 different methods, I've sent it in. So anytime you just feel like you do it, you want these coils, you do these coils, go ahead and do it to end your braids. That is part of the classes. You end your braids, which is going to be okay. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you again. And I'm going to send all the videos I have to send. Watch it, then you do practice. The more we practice, the better we become. Bye, everyone, for now, and God bless you. God bless you all. See you and have a nice weekend, because I'm not going to see you until Monday, by the grace of God. Monday morning. Monday by 12 p.m. UK time. My name remains Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. If you're just passing by, or you'll be hearing my voice somewhere, or you're going to watch these videos later, please go ahead and subscribe to my channels, follow the channels, watch the videos, and then share the videos. I said that's the 4 things we need. And God bless you all. Thank you so much, and bye. Experience. Oh yes, thank you. Okay, now we're going to be ending up the live videos to make your... Okay, we finish the live now. Bye everyone. Thank you so much on YouTube. Please subscribe and share the videos. God bless you all. I'll see you on Monday. Bye. What is that? Manage your account.